So what you see in front of you is parts of words, okay? And they're kind of split up. So what we're going to do, which neither on the front, is looking at these types of words. We've got re, ation, able, on, grad, consider, be, port, and trans, okay? How can we take some of those parts and put them together to create a word? Because those are all parts of words. How can we put them together to create a new word, okay? So looking at those, this one right here, by the way, that you can hardly see is re. I should have done this in a darker marker, but I ran and I didn't know it was not going to show up. Okay. Who can start me off? A word that you see.
Read.
Re.
Transaction.
Wait, hang on. Going with what Britton said. Re something a bowl.
Reportable.
Okay, we could do reportable, so write that one down. Shanadia, re goes on the pre. And then port goes in the root. And then able goes in the suffix. Able. Okay, so there's one word down. What's another word that you can create using what we've got up here? I need to do this one again because this one you can hardly see. I thought I heard someone say it 2 minutes ago, a couple minutes ago.
Transaction.
Okay, I can do transaction. So that doesn't have a prefix. That's the root word is trans. And then the suffix is action. What else? Look at what we haven't used yet. Some of the things that we haven't used at Mallory. You can put them together to do like quite a few different words, but just look at the ones we haven't done yet.
Unconsiderable.
Okay. Inconsiderable?
Ungraded.
Unconsiderable? Is it inconsiderate? Unconsiderate? Let's hang on to that one because I'm not 100% about that one. Hang on. Kylie.
Deport.
Okay, deport. So we've got the prefix D, like DE. And then the root word port. What about, we haven't touched this one yet.
Reconsider.
Okay, you could do reconsider. That's good. So prefix, re. You're good, you're good. I was telling you the wrong thing. And then consider. What about, we haven't touched this one.
Gradable.
Mallory, what do you think?
Retransaction.
Well, retransaction, I don't think that one will work. What are you thinking, Kylie?
Unbeatable.
Okay, we could do unbeatable. So un is the prefix. And beat goes in the middle. And then able is your suffix. Okay, so basically when we take different parts of this, and I'm going to go sit back down so you can appreciate it. When you take different parts of words, prefixes, root words, and suffixes, and put them together, you can create brand new words that have new definitions. I know you guys can barely see that, so I'm going to try to switch the light so you can. In the first page of your pamphlets, at the bottom of the page, I think, you have a little handout, or a little paragraph that says this, the garbage problem, okay? And what I want you to do, as I read this to you, I want you to take one of the markers that you've got. I don't care if it's the orange or the yellow, or if you've got one of the highlighter things, the highlighter green. I don't care which one, just grab one. And as I read this, I want you to follow along with me. And when you see a word that you think is a word that has a prefix or a suffix, I want you to highlight it, okay? If you're not sure, highlight it anyway, and then we can talk about it in a few minutes, okay? So here is the garbage problem. Grab your highlighters, are you ready to go? Improper garbage disposal can cause contamination of subterranean water sources. Check that sentence. Is there something in there that has either a prefix or a suffix? So just basically as I read, all I would do is just kind of have my highlighter, my marker, and then just as I go through, highlight whatever I see that potentially has a prefix or a suffix, okay? Relocating garbage dumps doesn't necessarily solve this incredibly unhelpful problem. There's a couple in that sentence. discovery of this problem were predictably relaxed in terms of garbage disposal. There's also a couple in that sentence too. Since the discovery, authorities have proceeded to toughen these laws and have injected funds into reevaluating ongoing practices. There's quite a couple in that sentence. That one's kind of long. Interjection of environmental organizations has helped to convince an incredulous public of the depth of the problem and the need to recycle. Some garbage dumps have receded in size, but most have increased as the unbelievable amount of garbage produced continues to multiply unnecessarily. Now, I know we didn't read that for content. We were just reading to look at a particular thing, which in our case was prefixes, words with prefixes and suffixes in them. So let me see if I can zoom this in and we can work on this together and kind of, and see what we've got. Okay, sentence number one. Who can raise their hand and tell me what you highlighted? What are the words that I should highlight in this one? Let's kind of work on this together. Shanaga, go ahead, baby. Okay. What else did you highlight, sweetie? Okay. Anything else? Subterranean, You know what else I would underline or highlight in that? Contamination, because that's a long one, so you know there's, and it has the ION at the end. So if it's an ION, you know it's got that suffix at the end, okay? Who can take sentence two? Martine, go.
Relocating.
Okay.
Doesn't.
Well, doesn't is a contraction. I wouldn't highlight that one. That's just like means does not. But go ahead, baby.
Incredibly.
Okay.
Unhelpful.
Incredibly and unhelpful. You know what else I would probably highlight in that? This one right here, necessarily. Because it has that ly ending. It's like necess and then the airly. What about sentence number three? What would you take? Deanna, go.
Proceeding.
Okay.
Predictably. Relaxed.
Where am I at? I think relax would just be just the past. No, I guess we could do it. We could do it. We could do it. Predictably relaxed.
Disposal.
And there's one more.
Discovery.
Yes, sir. Discovery. Okay, take the next sentence. Who wants to do it? Kylie, go.
Discovery.
We got a double up. What's that?
Proceed. Toughen.
I don't know that I would do but I guess we could, because it ends in the end, maybe. Okay, what else?
Injected.
Injected.
Evaluating.
Yes, ma'am.
Ongoing.
Okay. Looks good, looks good, looks good, looks good. Okay, next sentence. One that starts with injection. Go, Shania.
Injection and
Are you talking about this one? Or this one? Wait, where is it? Or this one?
yeah, that one.
That one, this one's incredulous. So you're right, that one's one. There's a couple more in there, I think. Let's see.
Environment.
Environmental.
Event.
No, I would probably do organizations, maybe. Looks good to me. And then convince, because it's got that prefix con, which means with, usually. Okay, who can take the last sentence? Last little bit. Go, Bryn.
Well, I want to talk about in the last sentence, what about recycle, because that reused?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I missed that one. Thank you.